See, I already did. And you notice they're underneath each other. But on the web page, they're right beside each other. And you're probably wondering why. And don't worry, that's not an error. There's actually a tag required to separate these. And I'm going to show you how to get them on different lines. So what I'm going to do now is click enter again under the B bold tag with the hi and the italic tag with the hello. And in the middle of that, we're going to type a tag I like to call break, which stands for BR in HTML. If we save that, save, refresh our web page. The hi is above the hello and goodbye. See, the break tag it's actually replacing enter. I don't really understand why they couldn't just keep it enter, but there is a good reason for that. And I think enter would just make your web page difficult and very confusing. So break tag is just a simple way of solving that and keeping everything separate. So whatever paragraph sentences you need to separate, you just type that tag in there and separate it. Let's also do that for the hello and goodbye. Break, BR, save, refresh, and all of them are above and underneath each other. You do not have to close the break tag. It actually closes itself, but yes, there is actually a few tags in HTML you do not have to close, like the break tag, for instance. This is just used for separating lines, so really it's okay if you don't have to close them or anything. Alright, now the next few tags we're going to discuss, well, I first require you to go at the top here with the B tag, click enter a few times, about 3 times, separate this from body, and just click enter like twice. Alright, now that all of this is in the middle, I'm going to use the next few tags here to help you in HTML. The next tag we're going to learn is called get it. Well, it's useful to getting your text in the middle. And you ever wanted to get your text in the middle on your web pages, or the center? Here's a tag that can help you. I'm going to give it to you right away. It's called the center tag. C-N-T-E-R. Center. If we save, refresh, all of our items or text goes in the middle. So that's why the center tag, what the center tag is for. Aligning your text in the middle or whatever you want in the middle. Tables, buttons, anything. It's a very useful tag. But notice if we type anything else there without closing the center tag, save, refresh, and it's just going to end up in the center with all these other tags, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is close this tag, close the center tag, C-N-T-R. Well, sorry, I didn't actually forward slash center, save. If we go to refresh, now the gibberish we just typed is on the left side by default. HTML, all text is left by default. And now it's not in the center with all these other tags because we just closed the center tag. And we did not put it in with the center tag and all these other good tags here. So let's just get rid of all this gibberish. And now you have successfully answered the center tag. The next tag we're going to learn is how to get our text on the right. Now you're probably thinking there's a tag called the right tag. Well, I'll just tell you right away, that tag does not exist. And I'm going to prove it to you. Type right, bracket. Now let's just click save. Save. If we save that, notice something. I'm sorry. We're going to actually delete the center tags. Alright, now save it. Keep the right there. And notice, it just goes to the left. By default, text is on the left. It does not go to the right. You know why? Because that, as I said, that tag does not exist. There's no such tag as a right tag or left tag because they were never developed. But I'll show you an easy tag to help you with that. Instead of the right tag, they actually thought of a tag that will help you with your paragraphs and aligning them to whatever position you want. So I'm going to give you that tag right away. It's actually called a paragraph tag, but in HTML it's called a P tag. P tag, and that stands for paragraph, and it's actually useful for managing paragraphs in your HTML web pages. And now what we're going to want to do is get all of these on the right side. So we have to align them to the right side. So what you're going to do is type P as I just did, space, and type align equals, and then type quotations and type right. Then more another quotations, and then close forward bracket. And now if we save that, click refresh, they are on the right, successfully on the right. We did a good job. Okay, now you're probably wondering, this is probably a bit new to you. You never saw align equals right. Well, some tags actually require a simple put it. It requires a position. If you ever want to position anything in HTML or give them define the right properties for them, you have to type these properties in the tag that you're making. P space align equals right. That's also in many other tags. You could do this with I don't know, I'll actually show you more tags with this in the future. So for now, we're just gonna go with the basic P align equals right. So align gives you the basic data of aligning them wherever you want. And now we got right, but you can push them here. Okay, so now we figured that out. But notice something, as I mentioned, if we type any gibberish underneath there, just click save, refresh, the gibberish will end up right there on the right with it. So as I said, you have to close the P tag or any other tag that you make, or else whatever you type after that will end up here and mess up your web page. So right now we're going to close the P tag. And in order to do that, we just type bracket / P and then close that bracket. Alright, you do not have to type all of this again, align equals right thing. The only thing you have to type is the P, because that's the representing tag, and that P tag is all you need to type for the closing tag, and that closes it. So if we save that, save, refresh, the gibberish is on the left by default, and everything else is still on the right, and clean and neat. Okay, so that's pretty much all the tags I'm going to discuss. I had discussed here with you today. Stay tuned for more tutorials. You can save this if you want.